Hello everyone, welcome again to the LazyArquitecto live streams where we teach you AutoCAD in a way that it's more productive so you can stop wasting your time. For people who are new to these live streams, my name is Irving. I'm an AutoCAD certified professional. I'm in the architecture field. And we have these weekly live streams. We do this every Friday at 10 a.m. That is Pennsylvania in the United States. All right. So let me know, where are you guys connecting from today? We have 7 people connected live. That's great. Hopefully more and more folks keep finding our live streams, our AutoCAD tutorials. So we're gonna jump to the chat and start saying hi to you, reading some of your comments before we start today's presentation, which is gonna be awesome. You might already know by the title of the live stream, but it's gonna be an awesome technique that we're gonna share today with you, again with the goal in mind to save you time, right, and make your life easier, right? If you ever feel that you are stressed out or worried when working in AutoCAD, that means you are doing something wrong, my friend, and I'm here to kind of help you out. All right, so let me start getting ready over here. Oh, first let's see who's in the chat. Sunny is on the chat, says hi Lazy. Hi Sunny. Hey Sunny, I'm glad that you are here. Today is gonna be finally it's the end of the month, so we're gonna pick a winner, and this winner is gonna have a one-on-one consultation with me on Zoom. Again, you can use my expertise to whatever you need. Maybe you need help troubleshooting some AutoCAD errors, or maybe you feel you're wasting time doing certain tasks. I can help you with that, automate it, either with a dynamic block, a custom macro command, anything that you need, you'll be able to ask me on this one-on-one Zoom meeting. All right, so stay tuned for that after the presentation. And again, for people who are new, basically to summarize how it works, is oops, let me see. Oops, before I keep going, let me see that everything is working smoothly. Let me see. Yep. So wait, let me see something. Oops, looks a little dark, so let me turn on the lights. So all right, I think it's much better. All right, so like I was explaining, so the giveaway, it's gonna, so what we do is each week we have a winner, a ticket that a person can get to participate by the end of the month, to get the final winner. So today is the end of the month, so our friend Altamash, our friend Michael, and Sunny, I believe, were the winners for those tickets. And today one of this person is gonna get the one-on-one Zoom consultation with me. We'll see. And if you didn't participate in any of the past weeks, you're gonna have your last chance today to get a ticket again to enter into this final giveaway. All right, okay, so let me share my screen right away. Let's see over here. Screen. Okay. Oops, why is showing my screen like that, so small? Let me fix that. Let me fix that really quick. Full screen. What? That was weird. Anyway, let me see if I can fix this. Okay, so I guess this looks fine now. Let me see this one. Okay. All right, I believe we are good to start today's presentation. How are you, Sunny? How are you, Altamash? Hope you guys are doing great today. So let me see. All right. Let me put this here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just preparing right over here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, let's start, guys. So Altamash says I'm good, and you, Sunny says I'm great. How are you? I am good, my friend, feeling all right, and hope you guys are also doing great. Sunny and Altamash, very excited for today's presentation. Hopefully you guys are hearing me correctly now. I know some folks were saying that my volume was low last week, so I kind of bump up the volume a little bit today. See, I don't know if that's too much or it's fine, but I did play it with the volume and I bump it up a bit. So hopefully that's not too much, but we'll see. All right, so let's start then. Okay, again, I'm gonna stop in the middle of the presentation to see if you have questions or not. So yeah, so let's start, guys. Let's state the problem. On my screen, I have an equipment plan that I need to create a equipment schedule for it. So just to have an idea of what I'm talking about, I'm gonna open a past project, and this is kind of the equipment schedule that I need to create. Now, what I used to do is go to past projects and start copying some of these items that I need, right? Some of this information, again, one by one, pasted it and start deleting what I don't need. And if I needed something else, I'll go to another project and try to find that equipment tag or information. And you know, that's the manual and tedious way to do it. So let's see how we can create an equipment schedule, and instead of having to do this tedious task manually, let's see how we can automate it. All right, so that's the whole idea and goal for today's presentation, and let's see how we're gonna do that. All right, so in order for this to work, what we need is to utilize blocks and attributes. If you can see over here, I have a equipment that is just a polyline with a piece of text. Now, this is again the manual way. What most folks do is again have just a regular piece of text with a polyline that represent his equipment tag information, and then again what they'll do is start copying and changing accordingly. Now, if we want to automate this process, we cannot do that because again, a piece of text doesn't have any information such as description, part number, and so on. So that's not a smart text. So what we can do instead is create a block. So that's what we're gonna do. Over here, I'm gonna make this into a block. All right. So again, the regular B shortcut to create a block. Over here, we can name it as we wish. I'm gonna call it this equipment tag, and then LA for LazyArquitecto. Now I'm gonna click OK, and I'm gonna specify my base point right about here in the middle of my tag. All right. So what we need to do is, before I do anything, I'm gonna check the size of my text so I can utilize the same height, 3.5 inches. All right. So what I can do is insert a attribute definition with the shortcut ATT. So over here, we can start input some of this information. The first one that I'm gonna input is the item number. So I'm gonna say here item, gonna say number, and for the prompt I can say something like I don't know, enter equipment item. That's all up to you again, but the idea is that we start filling up some of this information. For default, I'm gonna say 001 because most of the time we use 3 digits number. The justification settings, or for the text, I'm gonna say middle center, and text style standard, that's fine. The height 3.5 inches. That's all up to you again, but that's what works for this specific tag. Now, the important part here is to pick the correct mode for the attribute definition. So we don't really need any of these modes for this item number. So I'm gonna uncheck everything. I'm gonna click OK. Now, let's place our attribute on the center of our tag, like so. Now, of course, we don't need this piece of text anymore, so I'm gonna delete that. That's the first step to create our attribute tag. Now, how do we start implementing the other information that we might need on our equipment schedule? Maybe plumbing marks, or maybe model number, description, and so on. So that's what we're gonna do next. Over here, I'm gonna apply the same steps to insert another attribute definition. And in this case, what we need is a description. So I'm gonna say description, and over here for the prompt, again, maybe we can say enter equipment description. That's all up to you. Now, for the settings of the text, let's apply the same settings: middle, center, 3.5, and standard. An important part here is the mode option for the attribute text. Over here, we need to make sure that we checked the invisible option. Why? Because we don't want to see this on our equipment plan. We only want the item number to show up. So that's why we want to make this invisible. So let's click OK, and let's specify a location. I'm gonna place it right about here, like so. All right, so in the same way, we're gonna start adding more of these informations like model number, I don't know, manufacturer, and so on. So that's all up to you, but those would be the same steps. So once we have that, I'm gonna save and close the changes for this equipment tag, and you're gonna see that nothing really happens. Well, it's because when we add a attribute to a block, we need to somehow sync it or synchronize it. So we're gonna use the att sync command for that, and we're gonna select our block. We're gonna accept and say yes, and here we go. Now we have our piece of information that we need. So what's next is that now that we have created our block, we can simply copy that and start utilizing it. For instance, I'm gonna assign some information to this block over here, and I will have to double click on it, and we'll have this new enhanced attribute editor. So over here, of course, we can assign a number, let's say 680. We can enter a equipment description, let's say something like freestanding XXX system. You know, that's all up to you for the model and so on. But the idea is that once we hit OK, you're gonna see that the description information is not showing up. It's just on the background of this block. Now, of course, we wouldn't need this anymore, but that's how we create an attribute tag for our blocks. And you can see over here that we have also created this block, and if we test this, you can see all of that information that we can input on our attribute block. All right, so now how do we utilize this in an efficient way in our equipment plan first, so that when we need to create our equipment schedule, it's easier? So the way we do it is by having the tag attached to the block itself. So for instance, if this tag is for this specific block, what we can do is select all of them and make it into a block. So once we do that, we can name our block. A good approach is to utilize the same tag number. That's one way to do it. So 680, and click OK, and then place your base point like so. Of course, we don't need to do anything here, so I'm gonna simply save. But that's how you do it. And now you have a block right here that if you need to maybe move it somewhere else, I don't know, like maybe move it here, that's how you see that your tag is always moving or attached to your actual block. So let me undo that. So that's how you do it, folks. So now that we set this up correctly with all of the information that we need, let me show you how we can quickly and easily generate equipment tags. So before, let me jump to the chat and see if there are any questions so far. Before we proceed, were you able to follow along all of the steps on how to create this smart tag for your equipments? Let me know on the chat. All right, so let's see over here. Dada. That Dada is on the chat. Hi, Dada. I'm happy to have you here, my friend. Hope you are doing great today. So I'm very excited for today's presentation. Again, we're automating equipment schedules in AutoCAD. All right, so you don't do it the long way, the way that I used to do it myself. You know, going to past projects and copying each line of tag of equipment information and moving here, deleting there. Oh, that's a tedious task, my friend. You should never do that. All right. That data is nice. Cornish, fish, and games is all good so far. Hey, great, Cornish. I don't know I think you're new to the live streams. If that's the case, welcome aboard. We are here each Friday at 10 a.m. That is the time in Pennsylvania. That's where I am right now, in Pennsylvania, in the United States. All right, so let's keep moving. So we have time for the giveaway, for the one-on-one Zoom meeting with me giveaway. So let's keep moving. All right. So again, once you have placed your equipment correctly, all you gotta do is explode your blocks so you can utilize the equipment tag. So again, the explode command, or if you have dynamic blocks, then it would be better to use the burst command. So I used burst command, and you can see that again, now my tag is detached from my block. So I'm going to erase this tag for now, just because again we already created this tag for all of this equipment. So now let's go to the next step. Let me erase this too. Let's go with the next step. How do we automate the equipment schedule for this equipment plan? So that we have something like this. So the way we do it is utilizing a command to extract all of that data that is hidden on each tag. And this command is called data extraction. You might not know this command, but it's very powerful. Let me show you how it works. So data extraction, I'm gonna press enter to accept that. So if we did this previously in one of our projects, we can reuse a previous extraction as a template. But I'm going to show you from scratch because I know most of you guys won't have this. So I'm going to create a new data extraction again from scratch, and I'm going to say next. Over here, I'm going to save this on a folder that you remember. For instance, I'm going to go here and try to find my folder where all of my AutoCAD content is. And I'm going to create a folder and say maybe data extraction or something like that. I'm going to say here equipment schedule for whatever project, in this case LazyArquitecto. So I'm gonna click save, and we're gonna save this DXEX file extension. Again, the idea is that you can utilize or reuse all of these settings that you're gonna apply today for a future similar project. So I'm gonna click save, and now we have these different options. Over here, we have the option to include the current drawing, meaning it's going to select everything. But what I like to select is these select objects in the current drawing. This way I feel more comfortable of only selecting the portion of my drawing that I really need. Because most of the time what happens is you might have a reference drawing over here at the top that also have this tag information, and we don't want to mess things up. So that's why I like this option, so I can go ahead and select everything on my drawing and press enter. Now it's only gonna extract the information from the selection. So I'm going to click next. And over here, we will have all of these different information that we don't actually need. So what we can do is click the display blocks with attributes only. So that way we can start seeing the information that we need. And if we scroll down, I know the block name for my tags is this one. So I'm going to simply right click and say uncheck all. So that way I can select only the equipment tag block that I need. I'm going to hit next. And over here, again, we have plenty of information that we don't actually need. So I'm going to do the same step, select my attribute information, right click and say uncheck all, and then select only the attribute information that I need. Let's hit next. I'm going to click OK for now to accept that. But now what we can see is all of this information that we need. Now, the idea is that once we start editing this, for instance, I don't really need to show the name of my block on my equipment schedule. So what I can do is select that and right click and say hide column. I can also start moving some of these. For instance, I want the item number to be the first column. So I'm going to click, hold it, and move it all the way to the left and release it like so. I also want the description to be next to that item number. So I'm going to do the same step, click, hold, and release. Now, the idea is that once we apply all of the changes that we need, like hiding columns or moving columns here and there, I don't actually need also the count number. You might need it. I don't, so I'm going to hide it. So, but the idea is that once we do all of these changes, you don't ever have to do it again because it's saved on that file that we saved on our computer. You can reuse that. So let's click next. And over here, we will have the option to insert the data as a table or to output the data as an external file. This can be text, an Excel file, and so on. But for this specific example, I want the table inside AutoCAD. So I'm going to click the first option and say next. Okay. So what we have here next is this screen, the data extraction table style. And if you have a table styles that you need, you will see it here and you will be able to select it. But since I'm showing you everything from scratch, we don't have another table here. Anyway, you can input a title, let's say something like equipment schedule, and then let's click next. So we will have this final prompt that says finish to complete the instructions, the extraction. So I'm going to click finish, and now I'll have a table that I can place whenever I need it. So I'm going to place it right about here, and here we have it, our beautiful table with all of the information that we need. So now all we need to do is kind of adjust really quick some of the width for our cells. That's very easy. All you had to do is click here. Now you need to hold the Alt key on your keyboard, otherwise you'll have this weird thing. So all you had to do is hold Alt, and that way you can quickly fix all of these columns. So let me do it really quick. Pressing Alt like that. And here you have it, a beautiful table again that we quickly put together utilizing the data extraction. So here you have it. You can place this table anywhere you need it now, maybe create a new layout, do whatever you want, and again use the trick to arrange these cells with holding the Alt key. Otherwise you will change the width of the next cell. All right, again hit hold, so that way you don't mess things up. All right, so here you have it, folks. This was short, but I believe very powerful on how to create or automate equipment schedules in AutoCAD using a block with an attribute information. So let me know on the chat, what do you think about today's presentation? I use this technique all the time and I save so much time. That's why I say that I always have fun when I work in AutoCAD, right? I never feel stressed out or worried or anything. So, and I want you to feel in the same way too. That's why we are here. That's why we share all of our techniques, all of our processes, so you can also have some free time, right? That's the main goal. So let me jump to the chat now and see what you think about today's presentation before we jump and pick a winner for our giveaway, the one-on-one Zoom meeting with me. So yeah. All right, so let me okay, so let's see on the chat if there are questions. Sunny says it's actually the best way to automate. Yeah, Sunny, I mean, yeah, so it's sad that some folks at the architecture office where I work, they do it the long way. I mean, the manual way, the tedious way, which is again one by one or line by line copy, trying to find equipment information, moving it, deleting them. It will just cause more mistakes, more errors, right? And that's not the more efficient approach. Sunny. All right, so let me start preparing for the giveaway. So so yeah, so just remember, guys, I made a mistake when I was sharing you the tip or trick to adjust your cell width. So if you don't press any key, what's gonna happen is you're gonna stretch this and the other cell will get wider, and you don't want that. So what you want to do is hold the control key, and when you shorten it, you're gonna see that your entire table will adjust. So again, hold the control key on your keyboard. That's the way to do this. Hold the control key on your keyboard. You can see how easily it adjusts now. See, with just a simple clicks, your table is done. Again, that's the control key. All right. Okay. So Altamash says #lazy. All right, guys. So let's if there are no questions, On the chat, we have some time to Q&A. Let's do some 5 minutes Q&A. See if you have any questions before we jump to the giveaway. I know Altamach it's in a hurry. He's just saying hashtag lazy to get another ticket for the giveaway. Okay, so let's see. So let me start preparing then. Where is that website that I used for the giveaway? I thought I had this ready already, but no, I don't. Let me see if I can. Altamach says, ha 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 ha. Yeah, Altamach, you have higher chances to win the one-on-one consultation with me because you have 2 or 3 tickets already that you won. So you're gonna use those 3 tickets, so you'll have more chances. So I'm just getting ready here, guys, for the giveaway. Okay. So maybe I can share my screen so you see what I'm doing. So let's see. LazyArquitecto. Okay, what I need is the share. Okay. And let me go here and start. Okay. All right. So again, today's the last chance to get a ticket to win a one-on-one consultation with me. So again, if you want to participate, just say hashtag lazy on the chat. So again, today is your last chance. So let's say hashtag lazy, confirm. So there is only one person participating, that's Altamach. So then there's no need to do this giveaway. So let's just jump to the final win. Oh, Sunny is also participating. Okay, I guess we're gonna refresh that. Let's see. Let me go back. Oh no. Let's do it again. Okay, let's continue. Right. So let's start. Let's pick a winner then for today's last ticket. Again, this is not the final winner. This is just to get a ticket to participate. So good luck to you guys. Let's see. Here we go, Sunny. Congrats. You got another ticket. I believe you already have one. So that would be your second ticket. Congrats, Sunny. So now let's pick the final winner. Finally. Let me see. I have already. Here we go. So let's do these guys together. So Altamash have 3 tickets, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna input Altamash 3 times. Michael, are you here today? I don't know if you're here. You probably watch the recording and you'll find out if you are the winner or not. And then Sunny. Sunny has 2 tickets, I believe, right, Sunny? So here we go, guys. Today we're gonna pick the final winner, guys, for the one-on-one Zoom meeting with me. Okay. So, are you guys ready for this? Okay. Okay, it's Sunny says. Sorry about that, Sunny. Let's see, Altamash. Yeah, I spelled it correctly. And Michael. All right. So this is how it works, guys. If you have more tickets, you'll have more chances to be the final winner. So Altamash has 3 tickets, Sunny has 2, and Michael 1. So, are you ready? Okay. Good luck, guys, for you. I'm gonna pick again the final winner, and we're gonna try to do this by the end of each month. Again, you can get tickets each Friday by the end of our live stream, and the final winner will be picked by the end of the month. All right, good luck to you guys. So let's do it. Final winner is Michael. Michael, congrats. I don't know if you're here today, but even though you only had 1 ticket, you are the winner, my friend. Wow, Michael. Congrats, my friend. You won a one-on-one Zoom consultation with me. Again, I'll send you all of the details once you contact me. You have all of my information here on the channel. If you don't know, let me show it to you. Let's see. It's right here on our main YouTube channel. You can just click the bio, and then you have all of our information here, our emails, our newsletter. But again, if you don't know, Irving at LazyArquitecto.com, that's my email. Irving, that's my name, at LazyArquitecto.com. All right, so again, send me your details, so that way I can send you the Zoom link and we can agree on a time for our one-on-one Zoom meeting. So Sunny says congrats, Michael. Altamash says congratulations, Michael. Yeah, Altamash. Yeah, I'm glad that Michael did it. So yeah, don't get discouraged. Sunny, Altamash, you can be Sunny says random picker is so random. Yeah, I mean, even though you guys have more tickets, 3 and 2, Altamach and Sunny, Michael with only 1 ticket, he was a winner. That's crazy. But don't get discouraged, because again, we're gonna do this each month. So that means you have about 4 weeks, 4 Fridays where you can get tickets and again get this Zoom consultation with me. Again, this is a service I provide to clients, but I wanted to also give it to you guys because you are hanging out with me every Friday, and that's my way to say thank you to you, right? To give you some of my time and share some of my expertise, not with everyone, but one to one, meaning just the both of us. Let's see. Sunny says, just lazy, kudos to YouTube videos. Yeah, my friend. All right, so I guess that we're gonna just wanna say my last words here, and it's, if you ever feel you are feeling frustrated or maybe stressed out when working with AutoCAD, you're doing something wrong, my friend. That's not the way to do it. When I work in AutoCAD, I have fun. It's like a video game for me. Everything is so easy, smooth, one click here and there. So I want you to be or feel in the same way. So if you again are stressed out, just join our LazyArquitectos and work smarter and not harder. All right, so you can do that on the screen. Says lazyarquitecto.com/members. That's how you find our community also there. All right, so I have a question for you, says Sunny. Yeah, Sunny, we're about to wrap this up, but yeah, sure, if it's a quick question, we can answer it. Otherwise, we can maybe wait the next Friday. So we'll see. Sunny, yeah, Sunny, let me know your question. Altamach says, I'll be busy whole month of March because of Ramadan. Yeah, Altamach is fine. You can catch up with the recordings. Yeah, Altamach, thank you for letting us know, so that way we don't get worried, right, of not seeing you on the live streams and see where is Altamach. Is he doing okay or not? So now we know that Altamach is gonna be busy for the Ramadan. Sunny says, it's out of the box. Do you use 3D modeling in CAD? That's a good question, Sunny. And to be honest with you, I used it a long time ago. Especially when I was at the university, we tried to use it there, but not anymore, because there are other 3D programs or softwares that are more efficient than the 3D AutoCAD, right? That's why, that's again just my personal experience. You might have a different opinion on that, but that's kind of how I felt. So there's SketchUp, there is Rhino, there is 3ds Max, so many different 3D programs that again are more efficient than the regular 3D in AutoCAD, even Revit and so on. So yeah, I at the university we used to use a lot Rhino, which is similar to SketchUp and similar to AutoCAD. Believe it or not, it had the command line that we see in AutoCAD, the same. That's what Rhino has. So it's very similar, and it has so much power, so many different features, and it's insane. That's what we use that, right? Why would you want to use a very restrictive 3D tools if you can use Rhino that has so many different features and commands specifically for 3D? So yeah, I Hopefully I answer your question, my friend Sunny. Sunny says, do you use now at present in any other softwares? Do you use now at present in any other softwares? Yeah, I mean, I use right now AutoCAD, of course, AutoCAD Architecture, Revit, Photoshop. Those are some of the programs that we use the most. Maybe I'm forgetting one. Rhino, of course, I use it also if I had to do some 3D. But yeah, Sunny. Let's see. Altamash says, if I get time, I'll be here. I hope we see us soon. Take care, and may the month of Ramadan bring blessing to all. Thank you, Altamash. Hope you have a wonderful holidays also. Altamash says, I had to leave, Irving. See you soon. Yeah, we're also leaving, Altamash. Thank you for being here today, my friends, and I'll see you here next Friday. All right? Bye-bye.